Hey guys, what's up? My name is Chef Abdullah, exploring world cuisines. Today, I'll be making a delicious spicy Thai-style shrimp noodles with a little surprise at the end. So let's get started. So to make these shrimp noodles, we'll need 400 grams of shrimp and 200 grams of noodles or linguine pasta. Linguine is a little bit thicker than normal spaghetti. 6 cloves of garlic, 2 chopped Thai red chillies, 3 pieces of lemongrass but only the white part, 1 teaspoon of Thai red chili paste, half teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, quarter cup of spring onions. And for the sauce, we'll need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of chili oil with the chili flakes, 2 teaspoons of palm sugar and quarter cup of water. So first we need to marinate the shrimp. And I'm not going to add a lot of spices to the shrimp because our sauce is going to be nice and flavorful. The only thing I'm going to add is a little bit of salt. Now let's mix it. Now I'm going to cover it with cling film and refrigerate it for 15 minutes. So now we're going to make the sauce. And I'm going to add a lot of ingredients in the sauce because it'll give you a burst of flavors every time you take a bite. So first I'm going to add the fish sauce. Next I'm going to add the soy sauce. And now the oyster sauce. Next, for a little sweetness, I'm going to add some palm sugar or brown sugar. And I added chili oil with chili flakes. But if you have clear chili oil, you can add about a teaspoon of chili flakes. And now I'm just going to give it a really good mix. And I didn't add any salt in it because almost every ingredient except the palm sugar has salt in it. So if I add salt, it's going to be very salty. And I'm also going to add the water so it can be a little thin. And just give it a really good mix. Okay, so our shrimp has been marinating in the fridge. So now let's start cooking. Now there's just one more step before cooking, which is smashing the lemongrass. So this is lemongrass. It is very important in Thai cuisine. So I'm just going to take a hammer like this and I'm going to smash it. But I'm just going to do it a little bit so that it can open, not completely break it. And if you don't have a hammer, you can just use a knife and do this. And I know this looks like spring onion, but please don't confuse it with spring onion. It's completely different. And I'm just using the white part of it, which is like kind of light green. And we don't want to smash it too much until it breaks, just a little bit. So I think it's about done. So now let's start cooking. So first of all, I'm going to add the oil. And we're just going to wait for a minute to let it heat up. Now that our oil is heated, we're just going to add the garlic. And we just want the garlic to be a little bit fragrant, not too brown. We don't want to make it very brown or burnt, just a little bit. Now we're going to add the shrimp. And we're also going to add our lemongrass. And just give it a really nice mix. You just want to cook it for about 2 minutes and not overcook it, or else it'll get very tough and chewy. And we want to cook it on full flame. And now I'm going to add the chopped red chili and give it a good mix. And also the sauce that we made earlier. This is what's going to give the shrimp its flavor. And lastly, we're going to add the chopped red chili paste. And just, really give it a good mix. So now we're going to add the pasta. I'm using linguine pasta, which is a little bit thicker than your normal spaghetti, but you can use normal noodles or spaghetti. Okay, so now I'm going to add it. And I'm just going to give it a really good mix. And I can already tell you it smells amazing. Okay, now that I've mixed it very nicely, I'm gonna turn off the flame and add the final touch of some spring onion. Alright, now let's plate it. So our delicious Thai-style shrimp noodles are ready, and this was the surprise I was telling you about. As you can see, it is magically flying in the air, and if you can find the secret I used to make this, I'll pin your comment. So I hope you guys like my recipe. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!